Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus again. I want to take this little moment to share a secret with you. A secret I'm sure that you have heard, if you have, very seldom. And that secret is this: you are being robbed continuously every day of your life. You are being robbed. Now, let me give you some clarity on what I mean by you are being robbed. I don't think any of you would disagree with me that no human being had anything to do with the creation of this earth. We do agree on that, right? And this earth is a magnificent creation. Its ability to produce anything that it appears that human beings would ever need to do the kinds of things that they do. Those things that have been determined by them as being essential for the survival of human beings appear to be the most important of all. That is to say that all human beings, in order to survive, would require these things. Now, the power that made the earth apparently made human beings also, because we do not make ourselves except beyond the process that has been designed for us to play. And so, all human beings require a body to live in. So all human beings have been given a body. All human beings' body require a certain manufacturing plant to do the kinds of things necessary that that body might express itself as a living organism. And every body has it. The body requires oxygen. Everybody requires it. And the other things that the body requires. However, it is put in the hands of you, the people, to see that the body gets it. That same power has made sure that whatever those things are, the earth will be able to do its part. And those things are food, clothing, and shelter. Food, clothing, and shelter are absolutely essential. The earth provides that. The people have the need and they have the ability to provide. For order for people to be able to progress, they need education. They need to learn from their experiences and pass them on to others, that they do not have to repeat those experiences. Not only that, they need health care to protect them from sickness and all of the other things that you know are required. This is what every human being needs. These things have been put in the hands of you, the people, to make sure that each of you have these things so you can survive. Now, the problem comes around when we start looking at idols. Idols are people who we give more importance than we give ourselves. Here in America, we look at the king, we look at the queen, we look at the prince, we look at the princess. In other places of the world, they may look at the pharaoh. They may look at Caesar. Here, my friends, we look at singers, we look at dancers, we look at musicians, we look at people who we just hold up and say, ooh wee, ooh wee, ooh wee. Now, in America, we have an influence because these people have acquired a certain amount of stuff that we all say we want, which is money. Money. So what I'm saying to you, my friends, sisters and brothers, because we have had idols put before us and held up as being something special, and we have accepted it, that made it easier for people to rob us by instituting a system of monetary exchange for the services, the goods that are exchanged between people. Money, my friends. In the real world, where peace, prosperity, and joy is expressed, people do things because they love doing it. Their career, they love it. A ditch digger loves it, don't want to do anything else. A teacher loves it, don't want to do anything else. A doctor loves it, don't want to do anything else, and so on and so forth. And as they do what they love doing, they create the goods, they create the services in such an abundance that everybody, and this includes everybody that is participating, so they create these goods and services which make them partners, owners. You know, we talk about buying stock, getting interest. No, this putting your hands into creates you as an owner. So all of the food, all of the clothing, all of the shelter, all of the systems of education, all of the systems of healthcare, all the systems of transportation, all of the systems that we have identified as essential in our lives belongs to we the people, because we the people produces it. And because we own it, we access it as we have need, as we have want, as we have desire. And anything that takes away from that, ladies and gentlemen, is pure robbery. Now, through that idol worship, you allowed that money to get in there. And now you're being robbed every day. But the most wonderful thing about it, ladies and gentlemen, is that you didn't know for sure that you were being robbed. You knew the cards were stacked against you. You knew things weren't working like they should have been, or like you hoped they would. And it didn't seem like anybody was going to help you get it straight. It seemed like the people who you had chosen and put in office to support you have succumbed to the pressures of people who got the money, who have established that in order for you to be heard, in order to get some respect, you got to pay exorbitant amounts of money. And the only way you can get it is not from the middle class, is not from the poor, because the rich has taken it, they've stolen it. And now they have bought your Congress, the House and the Senate. And they are all working now for the rich. And they are robbing the rest of the 99% of you, the American population, to give it to the rich. And what is happening in the United States of America is happening in every major country in the world. And yet, what has been designed for the peace and prosperity of America has been designed for every country on the face of the earth. It eliminates the need to lie, to cheat, to steal, to terrorize, to kill, and to go into war, which are institutions of the lie. They said in the Bible that Lucifer was such a wonderful person. Well, it's not according to God's creation. Anybody that thought Lucifer was more beautiful than they were idol worshippers. And it is present today. And I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, that everybody that you hold in high esteem go through everything that you go through. They go through everything that you go through. And they are human, just like you. Take away their food. What do you think would happen? Take away their shelter. What do you think that would happen? Take away their access to education. What do you think would happen? Take away their health care. What do you think would happen? Take away any career they might have. What do you think that would happen? What happened? They'd be eating out of the trash cans just like people all over the world, poor people are. So fixing this is in our hands. It's not in the government's hands. It's in our hands. And I'm calling on you, the poor, to stand tall. I'm calling on you, the middle class, who think that you got some education, who think that you're so smart. I'm calling on you to use it. Let's fix this, baby. And what does that mean? That means turning everything that God has given to the people back to the people. That's what it means. Taking everything that God has created and given to the people, give it back to the people and out of the hands of these thieves. Can you understand that? Now, how are you going to do that? You're smart. You come up with all kinds of ways. But don't do it alone. We're in this together. Don't forget that. We're in this together. Bye-bye.